The sound of shattering glass pierced through the dinner rush at the Copper Oak Grill. "I'm so sorry," said Rachel Adams, quickly kneeling to gather the broken shards of the water glass. Her hands trembled slightly as she picked up the pieces, aware of the burning gaze from her manager, Carl, who stood with folded arms across the dining room, his scowl unchanging. "That's the third one this month, Adams," he called out, loud enough for nearby customers to hear. "Coming out of your check." A few diners glanced up awkwardly at the public scolding. Most kept their eyes on their meals. Rachel felt her cheeks burn, but she couldn't afford to lose this job. Not when her father's heart medication cost more than their rent. "Sorry, Carl. Won't happen again," she murmured, dumping the fragments in the trash and hurrying back to her section. At 27, Rachel's hands bore the signs of years in food service. Calluses, tiny burns, scars. But this wasn't supposed to be her life. 4 years ago, she was in her second year of medical school, excelling in pediatric neurology. Her professors saw her as a rising star. "Your empathy is rare," her advisor once told her. "Children open up to you in ways I've never seen." But that promising path disappeared the night her father collapsed in their apartment. The diagnosis, congestive heart failure. Bills piled up, his job was gone, and Rachel faced an impossible decision: school or family. It wasn't a choice. "Table 12 needs more bread. Where's your head today?" Carl snapped. "Coming right up," she replied, grabbing a bread basket and weaving through the tables. By evening, her lower back ached from double shifts, noon to close, 6 days a week. Unlike the college-aged waitstaff, Rachel had no safety net, no one else to care for her father. Rachel called Lily the newest hire with a grin. 19 and carefree, Lily viewed the job as temporary, a pause before real life. "Can you cover my section for 20 minutes? Eric's outside." Rachel hesitated. "I'll make it up to you. Besides, Carl likes you more anyway." That was a lie. Carl played favorites, and Rachel wasn't one of them. "I have my own tables, Lily, and I've been here since noon." "Come on. I covered for you when your dad's doctor called." Rachel had stepped away for 7 minutes. "Fine. 20 minutes. Not more." Lily vanished, and Rachel doubled her workload. As she passed Carl, he watched her closely, waiting for her to trip up. Ever since she questioned the new tip policy, which oddly left her with less, he'd been harsher. 9 o'clock came. No sign of Lily. Rachel's shoes pinched her feet. She'd been saving for a new pair, but rent, meds, and the water heater had other plans. "Tomorrow's schedule is up," Carl announced, pinning the paper to the board. Rachel waited until the crowd cleared. Her stomach dropped. From 5 dinner shifts and 2 lunches down to 3 total. "Carl, there must be a mistake. I'm down 4 shifts." He didn't look up. "No mistake. We're overstaffed, but I've worked those for over a year. I need those hours." Carl finally glanced up. "Lily needs rent money. She lives with her parents. She told everyone she's saving for Cancun." "Not my problem. Schedule's final." Rachel froze. Fewer shifts meant missed medication. Her father couldn't risk that. She squared her shoulders and headed back to her section. A new table had just been seated, a man in a custom suit and a young girl in a wheelchair. The girl sat stiffly, her head down. Rachel noticed how other staff subtly avoided the table. She didn't. "Welcome to the Copper Oak. I'm Rachel. I'll be taking care of you tonight." The man looked up. His eyes were tired but kind. "Thanks. I'm Nathan, and this is my daughter, Lily." Rachel crouched slightly to meet Lily's eyes. "Nice to meet you, Lily. Can I get you something to drink?" Lily barely nodded. Rachel returned with their drinks, subtly shielding Lily from the noise. She placed a strawberry lemonade with a bendy straw before her. "Ready to order?" "I'll have the salmon. Lily will take the chicken tenders." Rachel noticed Lily eyeing the mac and cheese. "Our mac is legendary," she offered. 3 cheeses, crispy topping. Lily glanced up, surprised. A tiny nod. "Mac it is." Back at the kitchen, Carl intercepted her. "Why are you wasting time with table 7? Lily says her tables need help." "I'm managing Gufine," Rachel replied. "Stop coddling the wheelchair kid. We're not a charity." Rachel bit her tongue. The girl needed care. As she checked her section, she noticed Lily struggling with her fork. Her right hand trembled. Nathan looked helpless. "Excuse me," he said quietly. "Could you—" Rachel pulled up a chair. "Mind if I sit?" Lily nodded shyly. "In med school, I learned that bodies are like machines. Sometimes a wire gets crossed. Your brain's perfect, just needs to reroute." She showed a modified grip. Lily managed a bite. "You were a doctor?" "Almost. I was training to be a pediatrician. Had to stop when my dad got sick." Lily offered, "I had an accident. That's why I can't walk." "You're doing amazing with that fork. Bet you can do lots more." "I can draw. Left-handed now." "Impressive. Most can't draw at all." From the kitchen, Carl glared. "Enjoy your Mac, artist Lily," Rachel said, walking away. Lily laughed, a sound like music. Nathan mouthed, "Thank you." Rachel checked in often. Lily animatedly described her art lessons. When Nathan asked for the check, Rachel brought it with crayons and a coloring page. On the house, Nathan handed her a card. Rachel noticed the name, Nathan Pierce. It sounded familiar. "You made tonight's special," he said, passing her a folded bill. "Just doing my job. Will you be here tomorrow?" Lily asked. Before Rachel could answer, Carl appeared. "Rachel, office. Now." "I'm just finishing here," she replied. "Now." "Jessica can take over." Nathan watched Carl with narrowed eyes. In a cramped office, Rachel stood tall. "Is there a problem?" 30 minutes at one table. 7 others waiting. Not a therapy clinic. 2 shifts next week. 1 dinner. 1 lunch. "That won't cover gas," she protested. "Not my concern. Jessica's prettier and doesn't play nurse. She gets your hours." He tossed her a light envelope. "Tips adjusted. Jessica covered extra. See you Tuesday. Don't be late." In the parking lot, Rachel opened it. $43. 10 hours, 100 in tips, and she got $43. Tears stung but didn't fall. At home, her dad slept peacefully. A final notice from the electric company and an $800 prescription bill waited on the fridge. She had nothing left. Then a message. From her former advisor, Dr. Marshall. "Rachel, a pediatric neurology fellowship just opened. Full tuition, stipend. I held the application open. Let me know." Her heart raced. The deadline passed yesterday. She emailed back, desperate. At 6 a.m., a knock. A courier. A thick envelope. From Pierce Holdings. Inside, a card. "Nathan Pierce, CEO, Pierce Hospitality Group." A letter. "Rachel, your kindness to Lily was remarkable. You displayed more empathy and skill than many seasoned professionals. I would like to discuss a potential opportunity. My car will arrive at 9 a.m. Lily hopes you'll consider." She has questions only a former med student can answer. Respectfully, Nathan Pierce. At 9, a black sedan arrived. After securing her father with a neighbor, Rachel put on her only blazer and left. Downtown, a tower bore the Pierce logo. The private elevator soared to the 40th floor. Rachel expected an office. Instead, a tea table, pastries, and Lily. "You came. I told Dad you would." "Wouldn't miss it," Rachel said. "Dad said adults forget to eat. You should try the raspberry ones." Nathan entered minutes later, apologizing. "Urgent matter at the grill." Lily asked, "Did you offer her the job yet?" Nathan gave her a gentle look. "Adult talk, remember?" Once alone, he became serious. "On the Copper Oak. Acquired 6 months ago. Last night was my first customer visit. What I saw, unacceptable. Not your service. Carl's management." He showed Rachel a folder, payroll discrepancies, her personnel file. "Carl has been skimming tips. Targeting you. We audited everything." Then the door burst open. Carl, red with fury. "You set me up. You and your little crippled pet." Nathan rose. "That's my daughter. Choose your next words carefully." Carl sputtered. "You're fired," Nathan said flatly. "Security will escort you out." After silence, Nathan turned to Rachel. "Now, Dr. Adams, let's discuss your future." Rachel froze. "How did you know?" "You were top of your class. Monroe Medical. Specializing in pediatric neurology. That was another life. 3 years, 6 months. Not lifetime. Your withdrawal was honorable. Why are you doing this? 3 job offers, he said. 1. Manage the Copper Oak. Triple your pay. Benefits that cover your dad. 2. Join our community health initiative. More pay. Use your medical skills. 3. He handed her an acceptance letter. Monroe's re-entry program. Full scholarship. Her advisor's card. And housing for your father. Accessible apartment. Home care included. Rachel's eyes filled. Why? After Lily's accident, she stopped talking. Your kindness. She laughed. That's the first time in 18 months. I owe you more than thanks. This isn't charity. I'm investing in someone the world almost lost. Outside on the balcony, Rachel breathed. Back inside, Lily had returned. Will you be my doctor? Maybe. Rachel smiled, turning to Nathan. If I do this, it's because I earned it, not to buy friendship. Of course, he nodded. And my dad's care, not dependent on us being family. Unconditional, he promised. Rachel knelt. Then, I know a student who can explain brain pathways. 1 year later, Rachel sat in the front row of pediatric neurology, coat crisp, Monroe medical badge shining. Her phone buzzed. Dad, water therapy went great. Lily wants apple cobbler. She smiled. Emma Bennett Center for Pediatric Rehabilitation was under construction. Her name floated as a future director. A group text. Lily, Dad said you know about the center. Can we celebrate? Dad, cobbler is ready. Rachel, I'm bringing ice cream. Lily, get ready to help design those therapy rooms. Dreams delayed weren't dreams denied. Sometimes, the future came back stronger, guided by compassion, and sealed with laughter over mac and cheese.